Hello guys. Hello guys. We are back with episode 5 of Garage Talks. Today we are going to connect with CRCE team from CRCE college. So it's time to start the garage. So I would like to connect the team. So just wait for a few minutes and we'll be.
Hello.
Hello. Hello,
Hello
sir.
guys, how are you?
Good. We're all good, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. So guys, let's start with our episode 5 of Garage Talk. And
Yes.
to begin with, I would like to request you to introduce yourself with our audience.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sakit Kudroli. I'm a senior member of aerodynamics department from Team CRC Formula Racing. Good afternoon to all. I'm Jason Rodrigues. I'm a senior e-powertrain member in Team CRC Formula Racing.
Okay, that's nice. So we were going to ask you some question regarding your team, how the things are going, and some funny question and some funny questions. Just so let's start with the first question. Tell me about that moment which has made the CRC a reality from just an idea.
Uh, I think shifting from CV to EV with a huge budget gap was something that was a dream come true from reality, from a reality come true from dream. So it was our seniors' dreams and everything from the start to have a vehicle that was competitive in the competition. And I hope we carry their legacy forward on starting with our EV vehicle.
Okay, that's good. So I can see in your background some tires, and I guess that is the chassis
Yeah,
part.
actually, this is our team room.
So,
Yeah, so this is our workshop where we do all the work behind.
this is some kind of ground zero for you, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that's good. So let's move to the next questions. I would like to know the status of your vehicle, that how far you have done your vehicle.
Yes, sir. So for this season, we are almost around 85 to 90% ready with our vehicle in terms of manufacturing and assembly. It's the e-powertrain system that is remaining. So we are working on the assembly and a few manufacturing components of the powertrain system. And then in the few coming 2, 3 weeks, we'll be working on the testing and validation of the vehicle. So we are pretty much on our timeline that we had scheduled in the start of the season.
That's great. It sounds like you are ahead of your schedule.
Yeah, yes,
Being ahead of your schedule always a benefit. You might
yes.
have upper hand in the competition as well.
Hope so.
Yeah, yeah. So let's move to the next question, that how many members are there in your team and how many of them are girls?
So currently we have 39 students from various engineering departments, and out of them, only two of them are girls.
Okay. So you guys must be having tough time with those two.
Not at all. They're very welcoming, and uh, we have our fun and stuff. Yes.
Okay, I would like to know like, what is their role, those two girls? What is their role, particular role in the team?
Okay. In terms of the girls, right? You're asking, or each member?
Yeah, regarding those two girls.
Okay, so we have one of them. Both the girls in our team are from the vehicle dynamics department, and they are working on they have a sub department inside the vehicle dynamics, so they are working on them. And also in terms of creatives, so one of them is in the creatives department of our team, and one is also in the marketing department of our team. So that's how we've distributed them equally.
Okay, that's great. Nice to hear. So let's move to the next question. Which part of your vehicle took the maximum time to build or install?
Okay. So in terms of building a complete vehicle, I think it's the e-powertrain system that has taken the major amount of time. Like we did have different departments, for example, the chassis, the vehicle dynamics, the braking departments also. However, these departments, they have worked on the combustion category also. So kind of they are familiar with how the system is working and how the manufacturing and assembly process works. I do understand that even though there is a shift in electric category, they have had their respective changes. However, in the powertrain system as a unit, as a singular unit, we had to completely go ahead with a complete change in terms of maybe the cooling system that was introduced, or maybe even the drivetrain system that saw changes, and also the designing and manufacturing of the high voltage and low voltage components. So these, the powertrain system did take a lot of while for us to make it into a reality, and
Also the aerodynamics package. The team has been doing research past 2 seasons, and it was time we implemented the aerokit. So during the manufacturing process, there were many challenges that the team had to face, and we overcame. So I think with respect to aerodynamics ka manufacturing, the team had to brainstorm and implement whatever was there.
Okay, that's good. Talking about aerodynamics, I personally too like aerodynamics a lot. So, what do you think? What is the top speed we'll get in with your vehicle?
That, that is something we'll be able to tell you for sure after the testing is done. But hopefully it will be fast enough.
we've
That's
gone with
good.
a very high setup and powertrain setup. So I hope the aerodynamics complements our vehicle based on our validation process. Yes.
That's great. I would like to become the Paul Walker for your vehicle.
Yes, sir, sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay. So let's move to the next question. That who was the most curious person among your team, and who was always excited about the workshop or event? Can you share some moments?
Um, yes, sir. So I think this question would have a suitable person is our team captain, Mr. Shibu Matthew. I think Shibu has always been super enthusiastic about the motorsport industry as a whole. So irrespective of whatever is happening there, he's always been the person who's always wanting to know more about how things are working. So for example, even if there are workshops or events that are organized by the college, or maybe even competitions that organize such events, he's always been ready. He makes an itinerary of everything a week earlier and makes sure that the whole team follows that pattern. So he's always been that one person there. And also in terms of like COVID, right? So when everyone was functioning in a virtual manner, he was one of the guys who always motivated everyone to like make sure that everyone comes in a physical manner and starts working on the physical components of the car. We get together and start building. So I think our team captain has always been the most curious guy in the team.
That's great. I've been also in touch with Shibu Matthew. He's literally very curious regarding these motorsports.
Yes.
Yeah, so don't forget to say my hello to Shibu as well.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to know about your faculty advisor as well. So how his role is in the team.
Faculty advice.
Sorry, could you repeat the question? I couldn't hear you.
I would like to know about your faculty advisor. What is his role in your team? How he
So
motivates
our
you?
faculty advisor, Professor Wasim Sheikh, he's our mentor and guide for the team. He has helped us a lot from shifting to CV to EV and helped us and given his support all the time. So like I think because of him, it was one of the major factors that helped us take a shift from CV to EV. And we're really grateful for him. Like whatever knowledge he has given
Yeah,
us and the he has given us.
it's always great to have a great teacher
Yeah,
with
Yes,
it's
you.
sir.
always.
Yeah. So let's move to the next question. That what are your expectations from this event, and how you think it's going to help you guys?
Yes, sir. So, sir, currently we've almost like started our EV industry, our EV switch, like after a break of almost 2 years because of COVID also. So, for this particular event, we're coming in with very high expectations in order to make our car running on the track and clear the inspection levels. We have planned ahead to maybe like achieve certain amount of points in the static in the dynamic events. We want to make sure that we complete those events and try to compete with the best teams here and in India. and also in terms of static events. So we have been getting very high ranks in the previous competitions in our static terms. So we have a focus on a static event as well for the Formula Imperial event, and we hope to achieve good ranks in the static events as well as in the dynamic events for this season.
Surely, surely. The way your confidence in your voice, I can see the confidence in your voice. I'm pretty sure that you'll have a great experience in Formula
Hope
Imperial
so,
this
yes.
year.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So let's move to the next question. That this is a kind of a movie-related question. That who is the Bahubali of your team? Who do you think who carries the whole team together?
I think it has to be our faculty advisor, Professor Wasim Sheikh. Like whenever we need him, he jumps in and helps us out of nowhere without anything in return, expecting anything in return, helping us out of nowhere. He's he's been there for us. He's been the spine of our team for quite a long. So I think he's the Bahubali of our team.
Yes, sir.
He has to
Okay,
be.
so talking about Bahubali, then who is the Katappa? Who is the right hand of your faculty advisor?
um, no, so we don't think
No,
we
sir.
have anyone in our team as a
Let's hope we don't have a
That's,
why not?
no, the I would say the positive part of Katappa, who help your
um,
faculty advisor the most.
so I think then it should be our team manager,
Yes.
Nilon De Cruz, as a team manager. He's always been up and down with the faculty advisor whenever there is Shibu not present. So I think, yeah, Nilon is one of them.
Okay, that's great. So let's move to the next question. That if you can, which one feature of Batpod from the Batman movie, if you know, his bike.
I
Yeah, so
think the
Batpod.
ability to drive
You would
sideways.
you would like to add into your vehicle any feature from that Batpod.
I think the ability to drive sideways with a latitudinal rotation,
The
like
how
just
it
climbing
looks.
up the walls and everything.
And
That would
then
be
try
cool.
to, yeah, then try to flip the truck as well. So, which is your favorite scene, by the way, in that movie?
Sorry.
Sorry, sir.
The Dark. Which is your favorite scene in that movie, The Dark Knight?
Hard to pick. It's a good movie. You can't just pick a scene out of it, no?
The whole story is
Yeah,
very
Yeah.
it's very hard to pick
hard
our
to pick.
single scene. Yeah, that's okay. No
I
issues. Let's move to the
mean,
next
it's
question then.
DC. If I pick something out, people will take offense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll prepare a coffer for you.
I'd like to take the fifth here.
Yeah, that's okay. So let's move to the next question. That may I know your thoughts behind your tagline, rattle, rumble, and roar?
Yes, sir. So, Rattle Rumble roar as a tagline was set by our senior team members. So, as our team has always gone ahead with like facing various difficulties in the initial stages also, and still we've always come back with an motivation and spirit to always make sure that we are able to come back with these difficulties, whether it's from various types of different types of obstacles that we've faced ahead, and also the fact that we've able to achieve our vehicle, building it and going on track from scratch, and maybe not having the support that we always wanted. So we've always had a rattling and rumbling spirit that we had, and the roar spirit is always for our aiming towards our next events and
Wanting
how
more.
wanting more to achieve from the particular event by putting all of our heart and soul behind it. So that's how we went ahead with the rattle rumble roar tagline. Yes,
Yeah, there has to be a roar attitude in every team,
yes, sir.
and
There
you
should
guys already
surely
have
be.
it. Yeah, yeah, that's great. So we have talked about your tagline. Now it's time to talk about your color, t-shirt color. You guys all chose red color. So
Yes.
what's the reason behind that?
We have gone ahead with it because we decide our car theme and all based on who we get it as a title sponsor or something in that terms. So for the season, we've gotten a title sponsor that goes ahead with a bigger amount of color codings and all. So we thought about it and
And
came up with
also
it.
because red is something that stands out. It's a bold color. You can't miss
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that's great. You can't miss out me as well. I'm also wearing red
Yeah.
today.
Look at you standing out.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's good. So let's move to the next question. That have you named your vehicle? If not, why would you? What would you like to name it now?
Godspeed.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Godspeed 4.0.
So, sir, we've been having
Okay.
our team name as Godspeed, and then we go ahead with version. For this season, we're going to go ahead with the Godspeed 4.0 version. So, right.
Okay, Godspeed. That's a different and a very unique name, I guess.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So let's move to the next question. That if you need to spend your whole life with only one car, so which one would it be?
I think we should go for it.
So one car, I think it should be the Porsche 911 Camera Classic one. This car, I think it just never ages. Like maybe even when it was launched around in the 1970s, it was always a showstopper, way ahead of its time. Even in today's time, this car, the design of this whole vehicle setup makes many new designs seem so bland and maybe not giving that vibe. This car is like always, I think, one car which you could always spend your whole life with it. You could maybe take it out on your Sunday, Saturday drives, take it ahead. So this is one car for me, I think.
For me personally, my choices are very different. Mine would be Audi Q5 because it's a very to do everything kind of car. Like it's sporty enough for a fun drive. It has decent mileage, not too big, not too small, and it drives well in cities and mountains. So I think it should work for everything. And for a lifetime, you need something that you can rely on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's where the Indian mindset comes. And regarding Porsche, you must have better roads around you then. Yeah, that's great. So my next question would be that who is the Pushpa of your team? Pushpa from Pushpa movie. झुकेगा नहीं साला.
There is no one as such Pushpa in our team. The whole team is having a mentality of Pushpa right here. Like, koi jhukta nahi hai. Like, everyone has their own deadlines and they have to achieve it somehow.
Yes.
There is no going back if we decide something. So I think everyone in the team
Yeah,
is
that's
Pushpa.
great. When everyone contributes in a team, it's always a
Yes.
positive sign for the team.
It's very refreshing when
Yeah,
everyone contributes.
yeah, that's great. So my next question is that if you get a chance to make any fiction real, so what would you like to have? For example, nanotechnology or anything you like.
Maybe Transformers, like transforming the entire vehicle into a machine or robot, like Bumblebee or something.
Something like that, yes. I think so. Maybe
Okay, what
having a
about you?
transformer kind of setup, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway, the car is a
so
sporty car, right? So maybe give it another extra feel. Yeah.
yeah. So what about your vehicle you're currently making? How you would like to transform it into a robot? Which
I
character would
think
you like to give it?
which character? I think maybe the iconic Bumblebee for our vehicle,
Or
like
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime, it could be one. So maybe one of these, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Always
great.
be the standout in the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, be the leader.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. So next question is that what was the reason behind selecting electric category?
We have gone ahead with this switches because our seniors, as they've always, when they began with this planning of our car, right, how they would go ahead with it. So they started off with this combustion vehicle category, and they always had a dream to switch towards the electric category. So it was our responsibility to make sure that it's high time now that we go ahead towards this electric category. And also one of the major things was we found that this electric category, the major shift that is taking place as a whole industry in the automobile industry, the electric industry, as we all know, is quite a blooming industry, right? So we thought that we need to make a step as soon as possible towards such a major contribution, and also the various learning curve that this electric industry or maybe the building of an electric car provides each and every student. So as an individual level also, it would help us grow and maybe learn a lot of aspects that we've not even maybe even heard about. So these were a few factors that we found that we need to inculcate in us and go ahead with it. So that's the reason we chose ahead to go ahead with the electric category for starting from this season.
Yeah, that's great. And one more reason is that we need to look for the environment as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is one of the most important factor, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's move to the next question. All right, guys. So I have come up with a very exciting game. You all might have heard about rapid fire,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
right? Yeah. So I'll give you a word and you need to tell us what comes in your mind first. Okay.
Okay.
So the first word for you is speed.
Art and center.
Art and Senna.
Okay. Okay. Next is track.
Um, I think the Monaco circuit, the circuit of Monaco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Next is motor.
Um, motor MRAX. The MRAX is our motor that we've gone ahead with it. So MRAX motor.
Yeah, that's great. So next is best driver.
I think I'll have to go with Sebastian Vettel.
For me,
Okay.
it's Lewis Hamilton.
That's great. Yeah. So next is Ducati.
Ducati Scrambler.
Scrambler. A scrambler would be.
Next is Formula Racing.
Mahindra Racing.
Mahindra Racing.
Yeah. I was about to say your vehicle name, but that's okay.
After Team CRC, Formula Racing, Mahindra Racing.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so let me give you some scenarios. Let me know what you would do in that. Okay. So the first would be if you ever get a chance to stop the time for 30 seconds and do anything on the track during final event. So what will you do?
I think the 30 seconds I'll utilize it. I'll try to relinquish whatever is there. I'll try to soak in the whole experience of that circuit. Like that circuit, good circuit, has quite a history. So for us to be racing there and bringing our own car there, it's a big step. So I think I'll just try to take it all in. Yeah, this is it.
Pause time and maybe relinquish the moment. Like the greatest drivers have been in these same pit stops, right?
And now we are standing
and now
there.
we're right in the same circuit and track. So maybe those 30 seconds would be like grasping in everything. Like yes.
That's great. That's great. You have positive vibes around you
Yes,
to
sir.
know
Sure.
exactly like feel. You wanted to know, feel exactly how it feels like to be there.
Yes, sir. That's the dream.
Yeah, that's great. So next scenario is suppose you have become ghost. So which team you would like to haunt?
We want everyone, whoever is
We are
competing.
coming to haunt everyone, sir. We want to make sure that we get in with the top teams and make sure that we achieve it. So we are coming to haunt everyone.
Yeah. So if any other team is watching this, so be ready. CRC is going to haunt you as bad they can.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way,
That's
in a
Yeah.
positive and sportive way.
Yeah, yeah, in a sporting way. Sure. So, all right. So, team, I have some more questions for you before ending this session. If you ever get a chance, take a peek in an automobile industry to know how they work. So, which one it would be?
I think
I think it should be the Tata Motors Industries. So I feel Tata as an industry in the automobile section has been very progressive in the few years. They've been building super economical vehicles and maybe even commercial vehicles and even sporting vehicles. And the fact that they're switching to EV right now. So I think this industry is something I really want to know how is their thought process that's going on and how are they actually making sure that they're meeting up with the deadlines and making sure every single Indian or maybe everyone in the world is happy with the product that they receive. So this is such an industry that I really would maybe think to look into it, how it actually works. Yeah.
Okay, so talking about Tata, I have always have a question. I always like to ask everyone that what do you think about the car Nano? It came into the market, but due to I would say negative publicity, it didn't work out well. So, what do you think about that?
About Nano, I think it was an excellent launch that they made. It was something that was way ahead of its time, launching a car for such a small amount of price. But I think the Indian mentality of like, having a cheaper car was something that played a very big factor in it. Like, even though everybody wanted it, but nobody wanted to look in that terms, like buying a Nano. So I think that was one thing, and maybe they had a little poor marketing. But I think they're launching an electric vehicle in terms of the Nano. So I hope so that makes a big impact launch in the industry. The same
Yeah,
Nano
this
that.
the same kind of answer I would have said as well because even look in car you are more safe rather than having a sitting on over a bike. So
Yeah.
Nano was a great project. but unfortunately it didn't work out well.
Yes, maybe some
So
more planning would have helped it
yeah,
better.
You know what they
yeah,
say. Great things are like.
yeah. So before we end this session, is there any particular message you would like to give our audience regarding electric vehicle future, or any message to other teams who are going to participate with you in this event?
Your message.
Message as such.
So we would just say that it's been a great pleasure for us working with this in this kind of domain in the electric category. So if there are any teams or anyone who's not yet who's watching this and have not yet gone ahead with the or maybe want to go towards the electric switch, I think it's one of the best decisions that you guys would have made. Go ahead with the electric switch. Go ahead quickly into the electric industry because there is a lot of learning factors that can play in this, and also in terms of this competition, I think it has been very vast. Like not only in maybe the engineering design events, even in the static events, there's a business event, and also I think these all events have really helped us as individuals grow. Like for example, as an engineering student, it has really helped us understand where we lie and how do we have to actually look ahead towards our future. So I think that's one of the messages that I could give to newcomers in the industry.
And for all the other competing teams, may the best man win.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure. So it was really nice talking to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Thank you so much for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much for having us, sir. It was great
yeah,
time having
yeah,
you.
you're welcome. So now you may leave, and we'll meet you soon at the track.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Waiting for meeting her.
Can't.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you.
Okay. Have a
Bye.
nice day. Bye. So guys, this was the episode 5 of Garage Talks. I hope you liked it. So myself, Abhay Pratap Singh, take your leave, and we'll meet you soon in the episode 6 of Garage Talks. So see you.